Yeah.
We are here. We are clear.
Here, clear, near, fear,
Less.
Beer.
beer.
Less.
Get yourself.
Schmear.
Try relaxing with a beer.
I like
And
schmear.
schmear. Big old
A beer and
schmear.
schmear?
And a beer.
Who's hosting the next beer and schmear?
Oh my gosh, why is that not a thing?
Ooh.
That sounds great. Can you imagine?
How is
There's
that
so
not
many local
happened
breweries.
yet? That
and
sounds
they
like
have
a really
bagel
good
place.
breakfast leash. You call it the beer and schmear.
I love it. I'm branding
Yes.
it. It's branding. It's getting branded the beer and schmear.
Yay,
Just
yay,
send me a
yay,
few
yay.
kickbacks, as in bagels and cream cheese, whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll even donate to contribute
Yeah,
and
that's
make it
true. I
happen.
can donate to the fund, but I will
Schmear
still expect
and
kickbacks
beer.
from whatever you earn.
Beer and schmear and beer. Dee 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 dee.
Nice.
And
Delicious.
beer
Well,
schmear
then,
was
sweet
its
tasty start.
name. Oh,
Beer and schmear, beer and schmear, beer
even got a
and
song.
schmear.
and beer schmear was its name. Oh,
Oh,
It's true. Accurate. We did it.
there was a breakfast who had a beer, and beer schmear was its name.
Yep.
I
Beer. I made it worse somehow.
ear.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, that's cool.
That's what I did. That's accurate.
I like it. It's a fun.
We could do beers, ears, and schmears, and then also have corn.
Oh man, what else rhymes? What else rhymes? What else rhymes? Mere. Not meerkats, no.
Oh.
Pears.
Sears.
Pears are not the same thing as
Pears.
pears.
Steers.
Steers. We could have cheeseburgers.
You have seared
Beers.
steer.
Steered. Steers.
She sells seashells by the seashore
Ears
and goes to the
schmear.
beers.
The schmear is sounding like it doesn't really fit anymore, but I'm going to keep it going.
You gotta have something to drink though. I mean,
beer and schmear. Let's just keep it simple.
that's
If
true.
you want to add other rhyming things, you can just tuck those in later.
That's true. It's like the full title. Also,
Oh my dear. Yeah.
Deer venison.
oh, true.
It's a different kind
Stew?
of party when it's not just beers and schmears.
Yummy.
Yum.
Yummy.
I'm in. Let's make that
Sounds
happen.
All
great.
right.
I like it. Delicious.
Needs a little
nutritious.
workshopping, but I'm in.
I mean, yeah. It's always. This was just a little brainstorm session that you can move on and refine that idea until it's the crafting the logo and the whole branding for the event.
That's right. To all that are listening, copyright the Pocket Pod. Okay, thanks.
Beers and schmears.
Can't take it.
Schmear
Trademark,
ears.
registered trademark, copyright. One of those three things.
All of them, all of the
All of
trademark
them.
symbols, all the copyright, the
I have
registered.
already submitted it to the copyright. registry.
Yeah, put it in it.
I did it while you didn't even see it happen. I'm so good at sending these things to. I don't
You know what?
just know. You just
just
know
by
the technique.
saying it becomes copywritten.
Is that how that works?
I think anything that you write down is copywritten.
So if I write it down right now, it's mine.
Yeah.
So you have to pay
You would
me
just
for
have
it,
to
Leash?
prove that you did it before I did it, because I'm ready the same date and time. So
I will take a picture with the newspaper that I don't have downstairs.
Well, I have something called Photoshop, and I'm just going to put the newspaper from 3
I will
years
edit
ago.
the metadata on this video.
all right.
Okay.
And
Love it.
Yes.
well,
We're here for
welcome
it.
to a new episode
Oh yeah.
of
The pocket pod.
Schmackishmad.
Schmack
Pocket schmears.
Schmack
Pocket
schmears.
I'm trying to write a logo for beers and schmears as I'm talking. I'm getting very distracted. Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, you got to get the ideas out while it's fresh.
This pen is really nice too. It's just
Oh,
like
yes.
so
Tell us
smooth.
about
So
this
it
pen.
makes
Tell
it
us
makes,
about we like talking about stationery.
do.
This is I almost called him Cubmaster Jack. That's his other name, but this is Producer Jack.
Same guy, different job.
Yes. What a hats. What a
It's
many
a
hats.
it's a Bic Gelosity 0.7, so it's a
Nice chunky.
it's
It's
one
a
of
nice
those
thick-
thicker.
Yes.
It's
We like
just
it.
really really nice. I don't know. Now I
It's like my ink joys that are the 0.5,
gosh.
0.7 as
It
well.
just makes
And
me
I've got,
wonder, like,
that's crazy.
makes
I have
me
an
crazy.
Energel that's a 0.7 right now too.
Look at us with
What
our
is this?
0.7s. We
0.7s.
don't mess with fine points.
You know what?
No.
Pocket Pod.
For today, I already have a chunky pen, and I love it. I do like a variety of pens. Don't get me wrong. I will use a fine point
Oh, yeah.
pen on
I got
occasion.
those over there too. If I want to take a quick note, you better believe it's
no,
going to be
there's
with a 0.7.
no 0.5s. No 0.5s never. I also
What about
find
a
that
0.4?
0.5s, the little ball
Gets a
in the
little scratchy.
point gets scratchy sometimes. And sometimes I've had the little balls fall out of 0.5s.
Oh, no.
Altogether.
Oh,
And then
no.
like now I can't use it. Now
Now the pen is non-functioning. It is a throwaway pen. Yeah, that's not great.
No.
That's like
Here I have a 0.3 here.
oh my,
Ugh,
the
no,
daintiest.
thank you.
It's very, very fine.
No.
Ooh. Oh, that's a one of those Pigma markers.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
pigment
yeah.
markers. Yeah, totally need to be different sizes for
Ooh,
pigment needs.
I could talk about pocket.
Pen.
What's in your pocket,
What's in your
Pie?
pocket,
A whole
Pie?
bunch of pens that we're just going to talk about for the next 42 minutes.
That's always something I would enjoy.
Beer and
Don't
Schmears.
even tease me about it.
Beers
I would
and
talk
Schmears.
about
We should absolutely do a pens only episode.
pens only.
Pocket pens,
I feel
Pen
like we
15.
probably will have
pen
one.
protectors,
Maybe in April.
pocket protectors. The episode we call pocket protectors.
The pocket protector episode with
A
little
surprise,
pocket
yes.
protectors.
All right, check it out. This isn't a
Okay, we're checking
logo
it.
so much as I just really like writing words with.
I'm looking forward to.
I mean, what
you've
is a
created.
logo if
It's
not
not
words
really- it's
written
just-
down?
What is a
It's
logo
more of
if
like a
not
logo
a
type.
drawing on a piece of paper?
But
Ooh,
Beers and Schmears in a very fancy
elegant.
little font,
Ooh,
very elegant.
nice. I love
I
it.
just
Yeah.
want this
It's-
pen makes me want to make like
Oh,
little
the curlies, the little
You want to do
sweet-
curlies with
sweepies?
the pen? Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
What are they called? Swashes?
Flourishes?
Flourishes, swashes was another word.
Or swoosh even.
Is it a swoosh?
No,
it's
it's not a
swash and
swoosh,
flourish.
just a
No,
swoosh.
is that only?
No, the only swoosh that exists in the whole universe
It's
is
Nike.
the Nike swoosh.
Everyone knows.
How dare they?
No one else swooshes.
Ugh.
I think they even had that copy written.
Oh
Even someone
my.
whose like last name is like swoosh can't be swoosh anymore.
Yeah.
They've been denied the swooshiness that has been passed down through the ages until
Because it's been owned by one of
it's so
the biggest
embarrassing.
athletic brands.
they had to change their name to like whatever they picked out of the hat next. It was like the worst thing. They got like
And now
Flower.
it's swoosh.
Can you name your
Swoosh.
child Nike?
it's
Like
named after the Greek goddess.
yeah, I was gonna say like after the
Yeah.
Greek
Or is it
Why
it not
not?
allowed? I don't know.
Oh,
Would they pay
you
you?
make a good point.
Is it like
Yeah.
promoting them? Is
Would
it-
they
maybe
pay
that's-
you to change your name?
Oh,
Oh.
oh my
or
gosh!
if you become a really good athlete, would they like super pay?
But
you
that's my
to-
question. Like, and
Nike loves Nike.
why hasn't there been
Nike
more
for Under Armour. That would be very
like
funny.
Reebok
Branding of names.
and
Reeboks?
like Adidas,
Oh.
like people naming their kids after
You
shoes.
had an
Oh.
opportunity to name two children, Reebok
Well,
and
I
Adidas,
mean-
and you didn't.
I chose wisely
true.
because neither of my kids are athletic. So.
It would have been all for naught.
well, then,
Well, you
then
never-
good call, Mom.
It could have been like they would be sponsored. I don't even know. I don't think I've ever met anybody that has like a cool like branded name. And by cool, I mean that'd be kind of like questionable.
You
I
haven't
guess.
met like
Interesting.
IBM.
IBM.
There's an Apple.
Sometimes I gotta
Yeah,
be in.
Apple exists. Yeah.
That's true. Well, Apple is also that's
What
like
about
a
like
cute name.
little Lego?
Lego
Smith.
Jones. Oh, I know Lego Jones. I think we were talking.
Oh, okay. So there's a Lego Smith and a Lego Jones. Hope they don't meet at
Lego
camp.
Jones is a cool name, by the way. Can we just
Yeah,
talk about how
actually, it's
Lego
really good.
Jones? It just
That's good.
flows.
Lego Jones.
Whoever has a Jones as a last name needs to name their child Lego. Lego Jones.
Yeah, that's, we're putting that out into the world, people.
Lego
Last name
and
is Jones.
Ego.
Please have a child and name your child's children Lego and Ego. I hope they're twins.
Is that challenging though? I mean, if you have a rhyming name with a sibling in your house, I feel that's got to be confusing.
I have to imagine that the parents that have done that at some point have regretted it. At some point, when they're yelling from across the house, and neither of them respond because they thought they were calling the other kid.
I mean, why don't you just ask Mabel and Sable and Label?
That's true. That's a very good point.
LaBelle, I think, is what you mean.
No, Label is her name, but
I know.
LaBelle is her brand.
I know.
Oh, my bad.
I was making a joke.
I was like,
I was making a jokey joke.
oh, I'm so sorry.
I didn't get it.
It was apparently
The
not
joke
funny.
was
So that's
too
because
clever
I had
for
to
me.
tell you I was making a joke. It was not actually
I'm trying
a good
to make
joke.
this conversation relevant to our podcast. I'm sorry.
You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry for trying to
Bring
also
it
know
full
the
circle.
history of all of these animals and crossing with them.
This is the crossing of animals.
What are you
This is
gonna
true.
This is
Can't
the
stop.
dawning of the crossing of animals.
Crossing of animals.
All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about stuff.
Okay, I like stuff. Stuff
do
and
stuff.
junk.
Who wants to
We
sing a
got-
song?
Uh,
I think it's one about being new.
It's true. There is one about being new, but there's two about being new, and I almost did the old one. I guess it doesn't super matter. What's new? Pocket Pod. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much
Pocket
easier
nerd.
than the one I came up with 4.5 years ago.
Yeah, it's like
I still
so-
struggle with it to this day.
That's
We'll
so
stick to
4.5 years ago.
we'll
Let's
stick
go
to
back
the
to
OG.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7
What
years
is
ago.
new?
Yeah.
Let's talk about some.
Let's talk about new.
Speaking of Lego My Ego,
Lego, my ego.
let's talk about some Lego.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Who wants to
Legos.
lead the conversation?
Well, I guess I will share that we
Yes.
found out probably like a month ago now that there are new Lego sets coming out in January.
new.
And before this this podcast, we were talking about it, and we were thinking that this was the second set, but actually
Yeah.
it's the third
The third
release of
one.
Lego
Mhm.
sets, because I bought the second release when it came out at the end of August, because I was like, oh, okay, don't mind if I do.
Don't mind
And
if I do.
you better believe I have the town hall
Oh, yeah.
that comes
with
with
KK and Isabel.
KK and Isabel and
And
what's her face?
Audie.
Audie.
That's right.
Aubrey.
We were getting there. We were getting there.
Slappy, Simpsons,
It comes with a whole facade for the town hall.
So cute.
It comes with an orangey tree.
I love the autumnal
for
tree.
the
autumnals.
There's
So
also
pretty.
the little ice cream cafe cart thing.
Oh yeah.
Which is
KK's guitar and KK's
Oh my gosh.
album.
You know what that looks like? That looks like KK's mobile home from not wait, is that from
Oh,
New Horizons? What is that from? That's from Wild Nope.
sorry,
New
one
Leaf.
sec. This
That's
thing-
from New Leaf.
Let me show you the backside where you can see it open.
Wow. Oh, look at him. It's just enough room for one KK.
One KK.
Yeah.
He can't
You should
even
have
drive.
it be like one of those big speaker vans that like opens up and just has like the giant mega speakers. In the
I have to tell you, the one thing I'm not super happy about is that the clock appears to be a decal and not like a little arm,
A spinny
that I can
fun
change the
thing.
time on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting choice. I wonder why not? Because that's like a fun little thing that would be doable in Lego.
I
A
know.
little moving
Anything's
clock.
possible in Lego.
Aw.
It does look like there might be decals for the inside stuff, so you can like see the ATM inside, and you can see like the lost and found inside. If you look
Neat.
super closely inside the windows.
Oh.
Actually, you don't need to do that because there's a detailed inside picture here. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah, I see the little ATM. Cute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the recycle bin. Oh, no, that's so cute.
Oh, and the bulletin board is there with the
Yeah.
birdie
Oh,
on
Little
the
oh my gosh,
burbs.
the tiny yellow burb.
The burbs.
There's so
great.
much. I can't wait to build it. I've
Yes.
been procrastinating on building Legos because I won't let myself build them until I've gotten certain things done, and my office is still a
It's
project.
reward.
So.
Oh, I gotcha.
Mm.
That's okay. You want to give yourself a treat.
But when I'm
done.
ready, you better believe. And plus, I was waiting to I have bookshelves back there. I was waiting for
Nice.
them to be empty and ready for display, and I can't do that
Perfect.
until I remove the stairs I've created for the cats to go to the top of the bookshelf.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of boxes and things behind
That
me
are perfectly
a
stepped.
perfect set of stairs.
Oh.
So I
it's
need
so-
to remove that. It's a whole process. So until I can display them properly, I can't play with them. But I have another set that is also waiting in the wings, including the ones I bought earlier this year. But this one,
waiting in the wings with an airport.
waiting
I love
in the
it.
wings. It wasn't even
of
intentional. Little pun I made.
Is it-
One of the things I think we talked about maybe when we last talked about this one is you can customize the flag.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
using the dots.
That's
the dot
nice.
pieces.
so fun.
Very cute.
I love it. Oh man, I've got my dots box right here.
And it
Dots
comes
box.
with Wilbur and Tangy. I don't know why it doesn't come with Orville. Maybe we're
Tangy.
expecting Orville in a different set one day.
Maybe. Yeah. What else
Because
could?
it's kind of rude otherwise to not include Orville.
Yeah. How strange that they didn't have
Maybe
both
he's
the
out and about.
brothers. But I mean,
guess
like
we
the
can-
plane is there.
We can find out what's coming in the.
They have 2 planes. You just don't know.
Oh, could be.
But maybe we can find out what's coming in this third
Yes.
set because
Let us
maybe
set
we'll have
our
a
eyes upon
sneaky
it.
Yeah, let's take a peek.
Orville in that one.
Maybe. Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So we want to start at the top.
Yes.
starting at the top with my girl.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Celeste.
The
Sweet
one and
little
only.
Celeste. She's so cute.
With
oh my
with an
gosh.
awesome, you remember the glow in the dark or the glowing moon
Oh
chairs?
yeah, the moon chair. That's
So
totally
this
what
is
it
a
is.
giant moon that kind of looks like
Very
the moon
cute.
chairs.
That's a great thing to include in there.
So
I love that.
affordable, and it's got the little star fragments. I think is that what this?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right. It's like made of little like pyramid pieces.
Tiny pyramid dots.
I
Yeah.
love it. And then there's also little stars too.
Very
and it's
cute.
only gonna be $10. I'm in.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's great to have Celeste in one of the more affordable sets because she's so sweet.
you could sneak her into any of your other sets, and
That's
you know
true.
and she's just a bonus. Boy, do I love Celeste. She's one of my
She's
favorites.
so sweet.
She might
She's
be
got
my
a little pink
absolute
bow.
favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it's called Stargazing with Celeste.
I
Love
was
it.
It's a very nice price point.
And
Yes.
it's very interesting to see how they dealt with her wings. So she does have the little grippers at the end, just like a regular minifig. So she can still hold on to stuff, even if it's a little weird looking.
She's a burb with hands. Here we are with a burb with hands. Does it
She's
look
so
weird?
cute.
Maybe.
I wonder if they were debating, should we make them look like the tips of her wings, which have like a little black accent, or should we make it look like the rest of her feathers, which were brown? And they went with the black tip wings.
She's got to be able to hold stuff,
They're
right?
just
Oh, yeah, she
but
does. I
like,
hear ya.
I mean, if I can just suspend disbelief and just pretend that those little clips are not actually part of her body, because her little wings do have those little feather bits at the end.
That's true. That's true. Just
so
like
it's just like it's a stand-in for the bits at the end of her wings.
It's just to clip.
it's like a
things,
puppet
but you're just
structural
gonna
element.
Pretend that they're not
It's
part
a
of her.
prosthetic arm, obviously.
Could also
Yes,
be
I always
prosthetic
pretend that prosthetic arms are not real arms.
I guess that's not appropriate.
No, I know. We know what you're
Can't wait
saying.
to talk about Paralympics in a little bit.
No.
That's not what I meant.
I know. Oh my goodness. I know.
Oh
we know.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Gonna backtrack on that one.
All right, let's move
Anyway.
along.
Yeah.
She's wearing some black gloves. That's all we know.
That's
Yeah.
it. She's very cute.
No,
A plus.
but okay,
Adorable.
yes.
No, but yes, but no.
No, but yes. No, but yes.
They're going to be color chroma keyed out, so with the background screen is
Exactly.
fine.
Oh, okay. Then they should have made her arms green. Right?
Man, Nintendo, you should be taking notes from us.
So true.
God, this
And
sweet,
Lego,
sweet-
really. I mean, both of them
Oh,
had
that's
to approve
true.
this.
That's true, that's
blame
true.
I
both
could
of
probably
them.
also choose not to add them. I could just leave her wings.
Yeah, and she can just never hold on to
unadorned.
books ever again.
That's
Fine.
true.
She'll look at the books.
Take a look at a book. It's
One of the
a
animals
reading
with
rainbow.
arms will
Oh my gosh. Can we talk
That's
about
true.
Leaf?
Let us definitely talk about Leaf. Leaf and Leaf's friend who is
Poppy.
that? Poppy.
That's got to be Poppy.
It's
That's
Poppy.
Poppy girl. Yep.
Oh my goodness, they've got a whole camping accoutrement.
Yeah.
Car and
kitchen
travel
camping.
trailer.
And if
Oh,
that
no,
trailer is
it's so
anything like
cute.
KK's, I'm betting it like opens up so you can play inside with the trailer. And the fact that it comes with the car to attach to the hitch.
Very cute. It's a convertible. It looks like a little
Camping
proper convertible.
stove. Yeah, where was this convertible in the game when we asked for vehicles?
That's
right?
true.
I
It's
still
a-
want to be able to drive around. That
A
would be
harbinger
so
of things to
fun.
come.
Don't
Yeah,
ask me why
yeah.
that's more fun than like
Maybe this is,
walking, but somehow it is to
It
be
is
in a
more
vehicle and like drive around. I don't know.
It's
Maybe
just
this
like,
is part of
whee!
Animal Crossing. Let's go to the mall. There's like a parking lot at the mall.
The fun of parking in the parking lot, looking for a space.
It's the touch a car game in the middle of the mall. You know.
Where you have to,
you have to keep touching the car and
who
you
can
win
keep
it
the
if you
little
can. Your
minifig
pants.
hand attached to the point on the car for the longest.
Right. That's the thing.
It could work. I like
think
it.
it's important to kind of this grouping. While some of it is New Horizons, I think some of it is just like not necessarily New Horizons, right? Like it can be
sure.
any.
It doesn't have to
yeah.
be specific. You're right.
Well,
yeah.
definitely the KK camper is very much from New Leaf because you could have
It's a New Leaf thing. Okay.
Yeah. You could invite animals to your campground that you could and they would like sell items, and they had those special characters had custom camper type dealios.
Did Leaf have a camper in Harvey's Island? I don't know how many campers there are in Harvey's Island.
Leaf is on Harvey's Island in New Horizons.
But does he
Yes.
have a camper there? I guess.
Yeah, because they all have a.
They all have to
you
have a
mean, does
camper set up.
Yeah, they all
Okay.
have. But I don't think you ever. I'm trying to think what they look like, and I'm like, I can't really even envision what the campers themselves looked like. But they do, like,
I'm
Katrina's has a
Googling it.
pattern on it, I think.
I'm Googling it. Let's see.
Yeah. Go to the archives. We can
Oh,
go to the
Leaf
internet.
is missing from Hers Island? What?
No.
What? No, he's not.
Oh.
That must have been
No,
somebody.
him
I'm
grass.
sorry. I read a dumb headline and read it. That's on me, guys. Don't worry.
It's okay.
Here we go.
The campers.
I'm gonna find details
Fake
about
news.
it. Fake news.
Camper
Oh yeah, so
trailers
Leaf has a very orange
Party.
70s looking trailer
Okay.
on Hars
Nice.
Island.
Okay.
So it's not dissimilar from this. It just doesn't have the pattern on it the way.
Oh, okay. So the coloring is very similar then. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They were
it's
mindful
orange
of
with
that.
an orange door. Yeah, it's very similar to that.
Neat.
And the little
That's
green
cool.
overhang on the window.
A little green overhang.
And the light outside the orange door. Yeah. So it's basically the one in New Horizons. So that's nice.
Nice.
The blue car, I don't know where that one comes from, but
Yeah, well, we don't
I'm
have
okay
any
with that.
cars.
I'm not going to ask any questions. Just give me a little car.
No
It's
questions.
fine.
You can give me a car to go with my cute little campground. A+.
I'm interested in having a car. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
cool
you.
with me.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
I like that one.
Yeah.
All right, moving along, we're going to take a look at Able Sisters clothing shop. And I do have to ask what those fruit on the tree are supposed to be.
Whoa.
Peaches?
Pears?
Pears?
Lychee?
I know, it's like not apples,
Likies?
not cherries,
The likey
not
likies?
oranges.
Like, what is that supposed to be?
I'm trying to see if there's like any indication of like which ones are.
Are they brown? Are they turnips that have gone bad? That the leaves on top
turnips
of them
be on a tree?
Why would they be on a tree? What are those things on a tree that I can't?
Well, I'm trying to think what all the other ones have.
I mean, like, it's like a pear that has two stems on the either side of its little pear bip.
It's certainly different.
Is
I'm
it a
looking at all the
lemon,
other ones.
maybe?
So Isabel's house has a red fruit. I'm not zooming in. There's orange at Nook's Cranny and Rosie's house.
Here, wait a
got
second.
The cherry blossoms on Julian's house.
It's got to be lemon.
But we don't have that in New Horizons.
No, it's definitely not from New Horizons. But there were lemons in
Cherries
other
on
games.
bunnies. Cherries on bunnies. That sounds fun.
I was just thinking Pocket Camp had lemons because the perfect lemon was a lime. Or is it vice versa that they were?
It must be pears because the apples look kind of similar to that. The apples are all red. Even the stem is red.
And the stem is actually like the little, like, kind of almost like the minifig hand connector that connects.
Right. It actually is exactly that. And I bet when you build it, it's going to be like, we're actually using minifig hands for the
I do love those little informative treats.
little informative things in the things.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's a pear. Yeah.
I was looking
It's a
through the
weird
window.
shade of something, though.
It is it's peculiar shape and shade. And I was
I hope they tell us what they use because they also tell you, like, you know, what the shape is. Like, we've only used this once before in a Transformers set or something, you know.
Yes, like I think that there were parts in one of the Lego sets from the original batch of Animal Crossing that it was like a pitcher plant, but it was made out of little green saxophones. It's very cute.
Oh, I think I missed that. Is that one of the ones you built?
Yes. I think it was a
peach tree.
Thing. It's a peach tree?
It's a peach tree?
It's a peach tree. So if you go and click on the Able Sisters Lego shop,
okay,
it says this bricks built store includes a workshop area, rack of clothing, Mabel the hedgehog minifigure, in case you didn't know she was a hedgehog, Sasha the rabbit minifigure, plus a garden with a peach tree and pond.
I disagree. Sorry.
Well, if those
Sorry,
peaches,
Nintendo, I disagree.
There's something not so great about your peaches.
Why wouldn't they make Leisha's peaches?
Leisha's peaches would never.
I would
Leisha's
never.
peaches
They
would
seem
never.
uncooked.
Yeah, like they need to ripen up. I feel like why not make them like peach colored?
I would, like they don't have that right.
It's in the name.
Shade to them. I would sooner believe that they're really light colored pears, right?
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
nonsense.
an interesting choice.
Maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe like the designer was like, oh no, these are pears, and someone's like, I think they're peaches, and then someone was like, I don't know which one they are, and they just guessed.
Maybe they were planning to do it
again. They had to be approved, though, right?
Surely
there were levels of approval, but things get their approvals that you have to question. So,
it just needs like a little rosy glow from an airbrush of a light pink across that yellow, and you'd have some sweet peach action going there. So there you go. You can do it at home with
there you go.
stippling
whatever your
paintbrush
paint
or
on plastic skills are. You do
toothbrush with paint spatter.
a little brown, little pink. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, perfect.
Give it some rosy cheekers.
Rosy
cheekers for my peaches.
Ah, Rosy Peachers.
Rosy Peachers from the bleachers.
Nice.
Interesting.
So that one's fun. I like the little smoke coming out of the top, although I don't think I ever realized that there was a chimney on Evil Sisters, but I guess I did on some level because then you knew it was open. Right?
Yeah. The open stores have the thingy, yeah.
Twoo. But where is the chimney? Like, where is the...
It could be just like one of those it's where the vent. They have to do laundry in the back.
That's right. It's their laundry vent.
It's a clothing store.
I love that.
Gotcha.
That's a good idea.
Gotcha.
Obviously.
Oh, it makes so much sense now.
Is that the last one on the list or no?
I think there's just the 3 here. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're releasing. They're releasing them in batches. So the first ones were I think there were 4 in the first batch or 5.
Yeah, there were a bunch.
And then there was 2 in the second batch, and now there's 3 coming in January.
Well, I appreciate that none of these are super duper expensive either. They're all relatively.
That's true.
Yeah, we got 30. That one's 40.
Yeah, 40, 10.
So
10,
everything
30, 40.
together is $80, which is not unreasonable for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 5 different characters and a whole bunch of different sets that you can mix and match with the other ones.
I
like that they all have the consistent little rounded base squares.
Yes, that they can connect the little outdoor areas.
Anywhere.
Make your own little island.
Exactly.
But I think that Nintendo should break out a big kit and they should make it the connected museum and Brewster's Roost. And that would be super awesome. And it could
the inside outside.
That would
easily be a $250 Lego set.
Hey man, that would be it's like the Hogwarts castle of
which is probably 400 these days. Yeah.
Holy cow, that's so crazy. But they're so
I don't think it has to be as
elaborate.
detailed as Hogwarts, but yeah, for sure. They even the smaller sets and if you buy a bunch of them, they add up to something. Even those are $80 sometimes. It's Lego prices are wild. And in fact, I just read something the other day that their prices are going up as they work towards being 100% recycled material.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're going to phase out petroleum materials entirely.
8 years or something, but they're aiming for that's complete overhaul. But yeah, they're going to be increasing the prices as they go along.
You know what? It's an expensive thing.
It's worth it. For all the plastic that they produce, it's worth it. So
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like
we
it.
love Legos.
I love Legos. Yes,
I'm a Lego
fan.
Lego girl.
I love Lamb. Would you guys like to take a short break and we can come back and talk about some more things?
Yes, let's break.
Sounds good. Hey, look, I made it. Everything's coming up. Aces. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Oh, hi. Are we back?
Did
we have our break?
We're back.
We had a little dance break, I think.
Dance break. I like a dance break.
Little panic at the disco.
Ding, 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 ding. Exclamation.
That's how I panic at the disco. I do this. I do the Elaine dance.
Okay.
What do you guys want to talk about next? Do we want to talk about the Paralympics?
Ooh,
I'm game for game
You're
for that.
Game for
I'm all about the puns today, guys.
Yeah.
talk about Paralympics.
Can we do a hot 10 in 10 with JB?
Oh, I have less than that. I don't have too many.
Top 5 and 5?
Top 5.
I love it. Top 5 and 5. Woo,
okay.
Woo.
I really have a top 3, but I'll make up 2 more.
Top 3 and 3. Here we go.
3 and 3.
So, the first thing I want to say is I did write there's an article on the Great Pop Culture Debate website that I shared with you guys. But I learned about all the different Paralympic sports before they started because confession, I've never actually watched any bit of the Paralympics before. It was just never very accessible. You had to have cable to watch it. And now it's on Peacock and I was able to watch a lot of it. I watched opening ceremonies and stuff. I enjoyed the opening ceremonies. It was a lot more cultural focused and a lot more just focus on the sports and a lot less all about pop pop stars and
that's cool. Yeah, that's good to have that.
It was lovely. Yeah, it was very lovely. And then I watched random things and like I was very excited to learn about some games that I'd never heard of. Have you guys heard of the game called, I'm scrolling to the bottom. It is called a silly name that you would have thought would be an interesting game. It's called Goal Ball.
No.
It's called Goal Ball. This is a blind sport.
Whoa.
Every person that plays Goal Ball is completely covered. Their eyes are completely covered except for the two goalies.
Wow.
And or unless that's a different sport that the goalies aren't. But yeah, maybe that's soccer that the goal. Yeah. Blind soccer is another one. But Goal Ball is it's basically a made up sport for para athletes as opposed to an adapted sport.
Wow. Okay.
And they have a net. They're trying to get the ball across. The ball has a bell in it, a set of bells in it,
cool.
so that you can hear the ball. That the entire stadium has to be completely silent when the game is in action.
Wow.
And they all have different ways that they call each other. So they'll make like boo, and like that's Steven from your team who's going to throw the ball to you because Steven made that sound, right? Like
wow,
it's very interesting.
Cool. Is it like a soccer kicking type game?
There's more of a throwing.
Throwing. Okay.
I would say it's somewhere in between like rugby and soccer, but the ball is jingly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know a lot about other sports to know if it has a real parallel in other sports, but yeah, it's definitely it seems soccer-ish for sure.
And how I understand whether they can figure out. Having not watched this at all, and I'm fascinated. They can understand. I can understand where they know where the ball would be, but how do they know where other players, including the opposite team players, are?
Ooh.
They kind of don't. And, they use their arms. What is anyone that's, visually impaired? They have to reach out and know where their surroundings are. So they get really familiar. It's a completely contained, that's not field, whatever it's called.
Like a court?
So if you are not on the court, you can't be on the sidelines and accessible. You are behind, like in hockey, you're behind
the wall kind of.
The wall. So it's completely contained. So you're not going to have you're not going to accidentally fall out of bounds. You're going to know where the walls are at all times. Wow. It's super interesting.
That does sound fascinating.
And yeah, it's called Goal Ball. I recommend just looking at clips. There's a video in this article I put together. I found it from the, must be the Paralympic website, and they just quickly explain it in cute little explainer videos, all animated, and I love it. And it's really quick too. The games aren't that long, but yeah. Then there's also blind soccer, which is a really popular game, as you can imagine, because people love soccer. Olympic type things and Paralympic type things love their soccer.
Of course. So
I watched a little bit of that too, and it's really more engaging. It's a smaller court. They don't use an entire soccer field because, they're blind or they're not all of them are blind. I should say they're visually impaired players, and they all wear blinders to be on an equal playing field.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, those are kind of the two very interesting visually impaired sports. And then one of the ones I didn't know I was going to be excited by, but then I started watching and I couldn't stop watching, is sitting volleyball. So you can have any sort of it could be para or quadriplegic. You could actually not have a specific physical impairment, but another impairment. But as long as you are sitting on the floor, you can be part of the team. And they have different criteria. You can't have your team stacked with only non-impaired people. You have to have a balance. So there's a scoring system and stuff. But anyway, they have these teams, and they literally cannot get off the floor. If they have to move their butt off the floor, they're on their side. They're on their knees. They're on their hands. They have
a portion has to be in contact.
Yeah, a percentage of their body has to stay on the floor, and then so the net is lower to the ground.
That makes sense.
And as I was watching it, all I could think of was a sleepover party. It kind of looks like a sleepover party.
Oh, because everyone's on the floor
with their legs off to the side, and they're all leaning into each other, and when they're strategizing, they all lean in a little circle. I hate diminutizing all this, but it was actually it was amazing and also adorable at the same time.
It sounds sweet. I mean, come on.
So I referred to it when I was talking about it the other day as the logical escalation of a competitive sleepover party. And then the other thing I didn't know I was going to like was para powerlifting. So they have all the weightlifting stuff in the Olympics, and obviously for weightlifting, for various para athletes, like that's just truly impossible. So they need to be lying down, and they are lifting from a bench, and they have people, you know, being the spotters and coaches and stuff.
Yeah.
It's less about the lifting, which is amazing. Like watching these people of different, you know, everything, sizes and impairments, but like watching them with the way they come out of like the locker room or whatever, the green room, and they're coming out like they're WWE stars. They have their walkout music, and they got all this like, you know, charisma and like whatever is like they are just emoting. They're like, you know, raising their arms and like lifting, asking everyone to like cheer for them.
Oh my gosh.
They need to hype themselves up to lift like 300 pounds with their two arms and body. And they tape them down or whatever. They put like bands over their legs and tape them down to the table or whatever that's called, the bench. And they have to lift. And it's similar to other sports where like you go the next bit higher and people get weeded out one by one.
Gotcha.
And so it got to the end and there was just these two guys. I think one was from like Algeria and one was from, I don't know, somewhere in the Middle East. And I truly forget. And they were just going back to back. Like, I could do 5 more pounds. I could do 5 more pounds. And it's like 10 minutes in between because they got to do their walkout music again and they got to cool down. And they got to stretch.
That's cool.
It was way more exciting than I thought it would be. I've never been interested in like weightlifting in the Olympics. And this was just
that's
delightful.
So cool.
But they're all exciting. Yeah.
That sounds, I love a crowd hyping thing. I think that sounds extra fun. It gets, I don't know, it gets y'all tingly and it's like, go for it. Okay.
I know. And then there's probably sports you guys have heard of. Like there was a murder ball documentary like 20 years ago.
Oh, no.
And so indoor rugby and indoor wheelchair rugby.
It's called murder ball?
They call it murder ball, colloquially. But there was a whole documentary following, you know, this team. And I think they were just trying to like raise awareness. Like it was the first time I was even aware of the Paralympics when that movie came out 20 some years ago. And it's called murder ball because they're allowed to do like full, it's not body checks, it's like chair checks. They can literally flip your chair over.
This sounds dangerous. God. I just envisioned that this is unsafe for arms. You got to be really careful where you keep your hands.
It's dangerous. It's bloody. Like but like you get into it for a reason. And this year, I think it was the first woman on the U.S. murder ball team because they don't have a men's and women's. It's mostly men. Wow. Okay. But they allow women if they, you know, can get in.
Sure.
So I think this year was the first woman on the murder ball team. So that was a big deal.
Murder ball. I'm just like murder ball. It sounds like a movie from the 80s. Yeah.
Exactly. Paraswimming is interesting. Did you know that blind paraswimmers, there's like a little thing they stick right over the end of the pool so that you know when you're getting close to the end, and I think they tell you like what lap you're on or whatever. Like they use like indicators to like physically touch your, you know, head or whatever or your hand.
Oh, nice, because you have to floop over and you have to know where you're flooping.
So you want to know when you're getting close to the end. Yeah. And then there's different types of assisted starts that certain Paralympians can have. So like most people that have the legs can stand on the thing and jump in, but some people have to start in the water, and they all get the same starting time, but some start in the water. Some have like someone helping them and like holding their arms while they're like, you know, tucking back, and then they let go and they dive back and do their backstroke or whatever. It's just so interesting. There's probably like 30 something % of the people at the Paralympics are the assistants, the helpers. There's the co-runners in like the relay and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very it's very interesting. There was a whole thing about, I think, a marathoner.
Do the co-runners also get a medal for helping and assisting?
Yeah, yeah, the helpers get medals too.
Because I was going to say, like, they're also
the runners have to run the same speed.
They have to train it. They have to train with them. Yeah.
So and they have to be in absolute, you know, parallel if they're running. Absolutely. There was like there was a race that involved the helpers, and just watching these two people. So they only have 4 competitors because you need to fit 8 people on the track.
That makes sense.
Just watching them go together in stride, I was like, it's parallel running. It's like they're synchronized running, you know?
Yeah.
It was very cool. So I hope people watch it, and you could always find clips online and stuff.
Yes.
But I recommend it. Lots of cool stuff.
That is so cool.
Very
Thank you
cool.
for shedding some light on Paralympics, which we should all
can't wait for
Yeah.
Next.
Clips.
Can't wait for 4 years
time.
The other thing I learned, by the way, is that the Paralympics for the Winter Olympics, there's only like 3 or 4 sports. Like it's not very big.
Oh, wow.
So that needs some work.
Wonder why. I mean, maybe ice.
I feel like it's mostly luge things, actually. Like I don't know how many.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
there's not
ice,
many team sports that they get into.
Can like, and this is just me not knowing. Are there like wheelchairs that are available for ice?
I mean that would be interesting, or some sort of like adaptive skis. Like there's got to be stuff out there. I just don't know how competitive, and it's
right.
It's even more expensive to get probably into winter sports versus summer.
I bet.
So yeah, there's just not that many. There's still some. They still host them. I just don't think they last a week and a half the way the Paralympics do.
Right.
And then one more thing, actually, what I found fascinating is how many different subcategories of every sport. There's like 400 medals given away just for swimming alone.
Wow.
Because there's like, each, freestyle, different lengths, and then different categories of disability. Wow. That you qualify to different levels.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's just, it's insane. They have to do like 10 medals a day to get through or something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's really cool. That's awesome. Wow.
It's very cool. Highly recommend.
Cool. Yeah.
Go find clips. Go check out my little article on the
go check out JV's article. Her special article.
Did I go over my time?
Yeah, you did, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Oh, it's fine.
I tried. I didn't try that hard though.
I started with 10. You did great. You did great.
I liked it. I wouldn't want you to stop because it was fascinating.
Don't stop.
I learned so much.
What else do we want? We want to talk about Rari, you want to talk about Flowtopia?
Oh, that was something that they showed at Gamescom, which was like a couple months ago at this point, I think.
Yeah.
But it's called Floatopia. If you want to look it up, there's very little about this game out there yet. I was really hoping we'd have more since it's been a while since it was mentioned on at Gamescom, which is a big game conference. It is. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think you can see
a whale and a camper. It
seems really cute. Like it's a very Animal Crossing New Horizons style game that there are, instead of having actual islands, you have these flying islands, and you get to customize your adorable flying islands.
Like Howl's Moving Castle kind of island?
Yeah, kind of like it's like just your own special world, and you can still like terraform on it. And you can, it seems like there's going to be a way that you can visit other people's islands and kind of like visit like places together. It looks lovely. The character design is very precious. It looks like the residents are all human, which is like it's not like so like the main like the NPCs are human, but they're still cute little animals that are in and
they're wearing like I see one wearing like a panda hat and riding
yes, and there's a human who's definitely dressed as a panda who looks very cute. But that's one of the NPCs. But it looks like you can kind of customize these like floating islands that can look like themselves look like giant animals.
It looks like a giant like patchwork cat I'm seeing on this one.
Yes.
The vehicle looks like sushi. Like it looks like it has some sort of like piece of
it does look
something
like
on top.
Some very creative things. Like I saw one that was like a flying ramen bowl, which I'm not sure if it was the restaurant or it looks like it might be like a restaurant mini game. So I don't know.
See that. Yeah.
It seems like I'd say check out the trailer because they do have a link to the trailer on your own time. You don't have to do it now, obviously, but it does seem cute. Oh no, I just saw at the top of this page there is something that looks like some combination of a bell and a cockatoo, which looks very cute. I don't know what that is, but I'm sold on. I know. That's just like, that's made for Rara then, right? But it does
somehow I got music and I can't make it stop.
Oh no. That's the website. I think it's the website. The website is just all over the place.
Just started playing and I couldn't make it stop.
Yeah, there's nothing that's like the news. If you click the news thing, it just talks about how they were at Gamescom, and they just give a little overview of the game and travel. I mean, it seems to have a look that's very similar in the terraforming kind of region, like how it's like blocks of raising Earth, kind of like Animal Crossing New Horizons was.
It looks like you start with like a tent, maybe I'm seeing, or maybe they're just going camping. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I feel like there's not we need more information. It's not out there yet. It's too new. It's too far away.
It's too new.
You can pre-register for more information.
I'm super interested.
But
it looks so cute.
I was trying to see if they've posted anything else anywhere else.
Do we know where is it going to be available on the Switch?
It's going to be available on Nintendo Switch.
Yay!
PlayStation 5.
Whoa.
Xbox, and PC. So every platform.
And Steam, presumably.
Yes, Steam for PC, probably.
Oh, this is super exciting.
You never know, because some games are like through Epic Games or...
I see. They might have the Sims one, whatever that one is.
And there might... Who knows? We'll wait and see. But either way, it will be accessible in some fashion. But it looks cute. I'm just excited to learn more about it.
Very cute.
This looks adorable. I just scrolled down and found a little person named Kiwi who has green hair. Kind of looks like he just like sprouted from the ground. And then there's a basket with wheels on his head.
Oh my gosh. Well, that sounds adorable.
Like, he kind of looks like a little skater kid. It's super cute.
He's very cute. I like his little overalls.
Yeah.
And his little hair's made of lettuce.
I think is it overalls or is it like an apron?
Or an apron, maybe.
Oh, he is very cute.
Maybe. And Pandy. Yes. Oh my god. They're so cute.
Yeah, these guys are very precious. I like the look of the texture, how they, like, at least in the website renderings.
There's like pearlescent
and flocked almost in some.
Iridescent stuff going on. Yeah.
Very cute. Oh yes, the very sparkly iridescent purple hair lady.
Yeah, and they're so cute.
You know, I caught that.
Yeah, JB coated purple hairdo, absolutely adorable.
And in her little Sailor Moon outfit too.
She does have a little sailor outfit. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my gosh, yeah. So everybody looks adorable.
Floatopia.
Maybe there'll be more information by the time our podcast comes out. Who knows? It seems like it's very early development at this point, but it seems to be a charming, cozy type game, possibly with a bunch of mini games, which I think is fun.
That's great. That's something that like Animal Crossing has been missing, like that.
Yeah, for a hot minute, for sure. It needs some like fun, weird, interactive things.
Yeah, I agree. You don't always just want like task-related activities in these games.
We want to spice up our chores with a little fun goofball game to do whatever.
Thanks for sharing.
Oh, yeah, I'm registered.
You pre-registered. I know. I pre-registered too.
Be the first to know.
I want information. Give it to me.
Pre-register. I see.
Give me more things.
Why not? Why not register?
Take all my data. It's fine.
Take my personal data and stuff.
Whatever. Who doesn't have my personal data at this point, right?
Oh,
Gouda.
Gouda.
Oh my gosh, the little fox hat thing.
They're all
cutie pies.
It does look really cute. I just like the style of it is very charming. It looks kind of Animal Crossing-esque, but kind of combined with maybe like a little Lego aesthetic, but very very soft and round and cute.
I like all it looks like there's definitely like a flying aspect, which I always wanted in Animal Crossing and I didn't get.
Oh,
I know that that Hello Kitty game kind of had some floating, flying, swimming sort of aspects to it, right?
Yeah, and so did Fae Farm.
Fae Farm definitely had the flying.
The flying.
In fact, the flying got even more interesting when I went back into play not too long ago. So
it did.
Like you can fly even more, unless I just don't remember. You know,
no, it's quite possible. I mean, it's been a while, and the game's been out for ages. They might have updated some things. Oh my gosh!
I mostly played that back when I was on post-surgical bed rest in December. So do I remember, or was I on a lot of medication? I don't know. One of those two things is true.
It was JB.
It's one of those JB things she remembers,
dreams.
but maybe didn't happen.
No,
it's true.
Either way, it was a good way to pass the time, while away the hours. Floatopia could be a contender in the future. Who knows? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
Be fun to talk about.
I'm interested. My interest is piqued.
I want to play
What
games.
is that little thing in the background of one of the?
Tell us about it. What do you see?
I don't know.
Which picture are you looking at?
Now I can press and hold to save the image. Yes, I'm going to save the image and then I'm going to download the image and then I'm going to look at the image.
Which image? Describe
Look
it.
at it.
It's the orangey one. Okay, it looks like there's like a cat that's flying.
Yeah. Are you talking about the cat in the air
with the red glasses and
I think it looks like. Is it an owl?
Oh, it's a burb.
It's like a long-tailed burb.
Yes.
I assumed it was a cat too because of the cute little ears.
It does have little tufts that could be ears. Maybe it is a cat.
No, it's a burb.
Cat owl.
It's a cat owl.
Who wouldn't love a cat
owl? Keeps
owl?
wanting to flip on me.
And can we talk about the little dragon-esque little dude in the middle with the ramen?
Gotta go back to. I'm flipping to the ramen picture.
It's the ramen picture. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like one of those lion dance lions.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Maybe he's controlling the burner for the giant ramen bowl.
There's like a little Pikachu dude over on the left.
Pika.
Oh yeah,
I see him
with interesting horns or something.
And then there's like a blurry giant monkey.
What? Where?
On the very left. If you download the whole photo.
Oh,
I'm
maybe
having
that's
a
what I
hard
do.
time downloading the whole photo. Leash, how did you do it?
Hold on. I tapped on the image. So if you tap on the image, it like shows up like a.
Oh,
you're on
you're
your
on
phone.
mobile. It's the magic of mobile.
Yeah, I'm on my
That's
phone.
different.
My
on my computer, it's like, what image?
Yeah, there's no image
Download
here.
the link.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay. Well, no, you found the secret workaround. Just
there's
open
like
it up
this
on
little
mobile.
monkey dude. Here, I'll show you if it can.
Oh, look at that glowing
It's
white.
not
Oh, I
focused.
see him.
Oh, hi, little friend.
Oh, he's a cutie. Oh my goodness, he's very cute.
Come from?
He's just like peering over the edge. That's just a special little Easter egg for the.
Oh wait, and there's
folks who
another
download
guy
the image.
on the other side. It looks.
Oh,
like,
I can see him on the computer on the right side.
But
see his little face.
Hey, yeah, he's under the Flowtopia
the
logo.
corkscrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He's got little spring arms.
All right, everyone listening right now needs to go to this flowtopia.game and go look at the flip book of pictures and then like inspect them for everything because there's so much happening.
There's a little deer. I see
the little deer.
He's on his ears.
He's got donuts. He's got donuts on his antlers.
Donut horn ears.
He's got donuts on his antlers.
I'm interested.
Very
I'm
cute,
sold
very
on this
cute.
game. And he looks like he's got a little shy face.
Deer has horns.
Oh my gosh, he's got a little honk horn.
There's so much detail you can't see because it keeps flipping.
I know. I feel.
I know.
That is.
I just looked at it and all I saw was ramen and some characters
Right?
seemed to be playing a game. Yeah.
You can.
Now I feel like I want to download all of those.
You should. Like I want to look at the detail of these like floating islands and
Oh
stuff.
my goodness.
That looks amazing. I'm super excited.
So cool.
I can't wait to play this game with you guys.
Yeah, I want to play.
This will become the Pocket Pod Flowtopia podcast
It
at some point.
looks so cute. Oh man, it's like you always hope. It's so exciting to see these new games and just hope that they have success.
I just hope it happens.
Right? That's another thing too. It's so far. Like you could even. I don't even think they have a date for this yet.
Well, hopefully our very strong influence on the industry will help the game explode.
Obviously.
Oh my gosh.
I want that little cockatiel with a bell for a body. It looks so cute. That's Isabel. It's Isabel in the game.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Everybody's so precious. Just cute things. Just give me all the cute things. It's great. I like all the cute games. 8+.
Yeah.
Well, Franz, I know we wanted to talk about candy, but I think we're almost out of time for this evening. Yes, let's talk about this. I know what it is.
It's Sander Sands.
JB is wearing a very cozy looking sweatshirt or long sleeve tee. I can't tell from here. And
it's like a sweatshirty tennis.
She's got some hair pieces.
Yes, they're little lovely.
It's just the hair and a moon, and it says "Gather round, sisters."
But those hairdos are very recognizable and distinctive of three iconic witches from La Hocus Pocus.
You know, I look at the three of us and like, why haven't we dressed as the Sanderson sisters? Obviously, Sarah has red hair.
Yeah.
I love Kathy Najimy, so I could definitely, be her. And Leash, you just have to, sport blonde. That's all.
It'll be fun.
Fit right in.
It's perfect. We've got it. We've got the mix.
We could both be Kathy Najimy if you'd like.
Oh my gosh! What if we were all Kathy Najimy?
Yes.
It's the Sanderson
we're
sisters,
sort
but
of the Sanderson sisters.
All the same
Sanderson
one.
sister.
It actually would be kind of an amazing costume.
So the story behind this shirt, by the way, is I was on a different website and I was buying some.
No, just Nintendo. You're only on Nintendo.
I was on a website and I was buying clothes and they had this cute Sanderson sister shirt and I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And it arrived and it was pure garbage. There was typography that was not correct as far as I'm concerned with title casing. Thank you very much. And I found it very irritating, and I could never sport an improper grammar shirt. I just can't do it.
So tell me about the title casing. Was it like small caps or?
I forget what the phrase was, but it had like the small
title.
The small words should have been lowercase, and it was all capital, and it was very confusing, and it didn't read correctly. I truly already forgot what the words were. But it was
so they did initial cap on all of the words.
Yeah. That's what they did. It wasn't title case because that would have been accurate. It was initial caps. That's right. And I couldn't do it. And then honestly, the illustration was so stylized that like it just wasn't quite right.
Okay.
And then I'm in a different store in person. I never go to stores in person. And I was like ready to walk out the door. I didn't find anything. And then I saw this just sitting there folded up next to like perfectly normal sweaters and t-shirts and stuff.
Was it just like with solid prints?
It's
like
no
prints
you put it out here. It's like you knew I was coming.
It was the universe.
Yeah,
it was the universe
trying
telling
to find Joelle.
It was like, you should return that crappy shirt.
Yeah.
I returned the crappy one. Got my $14 back or whatever it was.
Hey, it's a win.
Spent even more on this because this is like properly stitched. It's not just like this is all it's all like, the 3D stitching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun. So it's like embroidered.
Embroidered is the word I was looking for.
I like 3D stitching.
3D stitching.
3D stitching. Well, I was like, clearly
dimension.
it's like textured. Yeah, it's dimensional. I get it.
3D stitching.
Very nice.
So I'm very excited to have it. We are.
Nice.
I this is the first time I put it on because I didn't think it was weren't cold enough out, and frankly isn't cold enough out. But I wanted to put it on anyway, and I may or may not be sweating right now.
It's that time of year when you're like, I just want to wear some of the autumnal clothes that are a little bit cozier.
I'm like a little frustrated that October is like next week, and I'm still not wearing autumnal clothes.
I know it's so warm. Okay. It's been so warm.
It got cool for a couple days.
Yeah.
And today it was humid and
super
miserable.
humid.
It's the hurricane's fault. I'm blaming the hurricane.
Yeah, I blame the hurricane. It's sending the hot air from Florida and all the rain.
Yeah,
humidity. So much rain.
It's literally pushing it at us, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But that said, I hope everyone that this is going to come out in the future. But I hope everyone that has to deal with hurricane or tropical storm Helene is safe and okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Agree.
That's bad.
Truth.
Yes.
All right, friends. Are we ready to say goodnight for this episode? This another finally produced episode of Pocket Pod Animal Crossing.
Very nice. Thank you.
I'd like to thank you, JB.
It's me.
And I'd like to thank you, Rar.
What? Me?
Yes, you.
Thank you, Leash.
For helping to co-host this wonderful episode.
Thank you, Leash.
Oh, thank you. Me? Who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be.
Then who?
I'd also like to thank podcaster Jack. What is his name?
Cubmaster
producer.
Cubmaster
producer.
Broadcaster.
Broadcast host.
He's a triple threat.
Producer
Guitarist.
Jack. For another episode of Pocket Animal Crossing. And thank you, listeners, for listening to our ramblings and fun times. We'll see you later. We'll see you at another time.
True.